Hey, I'm Dr. Naima Johnston Bush from Windsor Educational Services, and I wanted to come to you and talk to you about ways that you can develop and strengthen your Black Student Union. Now, you may ask, well, who exactly is Dr. Naima Johnston Bush? I have a master's degree in higher education and student affairs and a PhD from Ohio State in educational policy and leadership. I have overseen Greek life. I've done student leadership programs. I've been associate director of student life as well as a director of residence life. And when I was a student, I was actually the president of my Black Student Union. We called it SUBA at Ohio Wesleyan University, the Student Union on Black Awareness. And I have a real passion for helping students to develop their student organizations because I know that it's an important time for these organizations to reach their mission. So I just wanted to come on and share a couple of quick tips, some things that I think might help you as you develop your student organizations. Well, the first thing I'd like to share with BSUs is if you're not in touch with your alumni, please reach out to them. They are a wealth of knowledge and information and support. If you don't have a Black alumni network, you need to get to work trying to get one started. Go to your alumni relations office and talk with them about how you might start such an organization. A lot of universities already have this organization in place. And so reach out to past Black Student Union presidents and sorority presidents and fraternity presidents. And if you have organizations like a Sisters United or a Black Women United or something along those lines, reach out to those past presidents. They have a wealth of knowledge and information, and a lot of them will be willing to come back on campus or to take some time to talk with you about how you can strengthen your organization. They have long memories, and a lot of times they know tips and tricks that'll help you get through the system at your respective institutions. The second thing I would suggest is if you don't have a family night, you should definitely plan to have what we call a family night. Family night is when you get together as an organization and you clear the air. Now, before you do this, you don't just get in a room and just begin to talk. What you do is you find a facilitator, someone from the community that you trust, and you begin to talk about issues that are important to the community, things that might keep the community from growing, or issues that you're facing, or things you don't know how to face. I know, for example, we often dealt with racism on campus, and this was back in the 90s. And so we used to have to come up with a strategy and a plan as to how we were going to work with the administration to combat these issues. And through working together at family night, we came up with the idea of a racial harassment policy. And we were able to put together a unified front to approach our president at the time to start the process of having such a policy put in place. Now, I also want to talk about be prepared. That's my third point, be prepared. I know a lot of times we think that it'll never happen here, or these situations will never occur here. And you know what kind of situations I'm talking about. In this day and age, we have problems with law enforcement, and there have been problems with other organizations, people just doing things that we just know is straight off the hook. And you need to come up with a response plan. How are you going to respond if a member of your community is subjected to some kind of racial harassment, some kind of bias? What is going to be the most productive way to address those issues? You need to come up with a plan. So make sure you have a plan in place. Make sure you talk about the ins and outs, who you're going to contact, what's your first line of defense. And that would be my last tip. Get your allies in line. Now, we all know that you have allies on campus. Those are the folks who are going to go to bat for you and for your student organization no matter what. But I would also encourage you to look for unusual allies in unusual places. Are you connected with your chaplain's office? Are you connected with various professors in departments that are not necessarily departments that you're taking classes in? Have you reached out to sociology and anthropology and women's studies? Have you reached out to those various departments and began to build alliances with them, as well as various student organizations that you may not have worked with in the past? Building a strong Black student union means not only being able to recognize who you are and celebrate that heritage and educate others on our culture. But it also means learning to work within the system so that you can make the changes to leave a legacy for those who are coming behind you. A Black student union is an important part of the educational experience. It meets the needs of not only you, but those who are coming after you. So those are just some thoughts about how you can build a strong Black student union. Once again, it's Dr. Naima Johnston Bush from Windsor Educational Services. We're at www.windsor413.com. That's www.windsor413.com. And we're available to come to your campus and to do keynotes and seminars and retreats. We have a wonderful list of programs that might just make the difference in what you're doing on campus. So feel free to tweet me, to email me, to message me. All that information is on our website. Once again, it's Dr. Naima Johnston Bush, Windsor Educational Services. God bless.